for a new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Wednesday, November 4th of 2020, and you're listening to episode 239 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ, and joining me today is Maluris.
I am definitely right here.
Orion.
Touch them to make sure. Oh, yes. Hello, I'm here. Not there, but I am here.
Leo.
Hello, folks.
Ford.
Good evening.
And our special guest of the day, Eljay.
Hey everyone, I'm really happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, no!
Again.
I definitely should have gotten Joji on the podcast instead.
How's it going, guys?
It's going all right. Now, we are trying something new with the podcast, so I'm expecting some technical difficulties here.
Expecting.
We've had them.
We do have live chat up here, and it looks like Cybernath, or as we call him, Junkbot, is tuning in.
I still feel really bad about the time that I was really indifferent to him because I had no idea who he was at Brick Fair.
Bruh.
Well, Ryan, that should be a lesson to you. You should never be indifferent to anyone.
Yeah,
about,
Ryan.
Joe Biden though, or
He's always indifferent.
No
No.
politics on my pot. Oh wait, it's not my.
This is
This
our podcast.
now.
that's right. Next up, we got Alex Jones in the guest.
So, hang on, LJ. How does it feel to have a better voting system for your canon contest than the United States government?
Well, you see, I don't really want. I don't want to talk about canon content.
That's my political joke.
I feel like
There's
Hey,
something I
Kanye-
can say, but I don't want to say it on air.
Kanye
It's not
West
actually
is, like,
political
the
at all. It's actually
equivalent
totally to do.
Kanye
Oh.
West is a lot like Hoserix or whatever in regards to that almost.
No, honest. Oh, gosh, see, I don't, and I do want to talk about the canon contest. I don't because, they make my head hurt. But I do because some annoying stuff has been happening in the final hour, and it's obnoxious.
Is it
And
my votes?
It's stupid. It's really dumb. An error was made, not by me.
Oh, of course, not by.
That's whenever
Oh,
LJ
it
says an
wasn't.
error was made, it's always preceded by not by me.
It wasn't by me this time. I had
Well,
nothing
you
to
never
do with the error that was made. But it irritates me. It irritates me greatly. So,
I will say, I do really like a lot of the art contest entries for Artaka. They look really, really spectacular.
Top notch.
Yeah.
Rose Taka.
I'll be honest, I've been so busy lately, which is one of the reasons we haven't had the podcast, that I have not kept up with the contest whatsoever.
yeah.
There was a contest?
See, that's the problem. I've been so busy. I also haven't kept up with the contest. That's how we got into this mess.
Oh no.
Bruh.
It's like I've
Hold
been
on.
so
This
busy.
whole
I
operation was your idea.
I haven't been able to actually update any of the entry lists or vet any of the entries, and because I was busy, somebody else did that.
Oh no.
And then when
Oh, I
then
was
it-
actually just scared that they didn't even vet them because you
well,
didn't.
that's the problem, though. When there were issues, like when entries broke some of the rules, like usually what we do is we go in and we're like, "Hey, we can't accept it until this is fixed." And the person's like, "Oh, okay, no, that's fine. I'll go ahead and fix it." Well, the problem is that didn't happen for one of the entries, and several of the other entries we had to go in and say that and they fixed it. And that's great, but we ran out of time because the entry period ended, and then we needed to get the polls up. Well, I was too busy to get the polls up, so somebody else went and did it, and they screwed up the code. And I'm like, "Hey, you screwed up the code. We're not running this contest with this code." So we took them down. I noticed the entry was there. It violated the rules, and I'm like, "Okay, shoot. Well,
No.
we're out of time. This entry broke the rules. We should have disqualified this." And then we're like, "Well, no, we're going to have to disqualify this. Otherwise, it's
Oh,
unfair to
boy.
all the other people that we
Was it
told
a meme
shouldn't have
entry?
this." No, it wasn't. It wasn't a meme entry at all. But the problem is it did break the rules, And
Oh,
unfortunately,
I bet it was like
What was it?
like
did you
something.
not know
Was it
pictures?
Was it Rudaka related?
no, it was not. There's a coloring issue because we have a
Oh, I'm
rule
trying to
saying
just narrow
you
down the rule
can't-
breaking here.
You can't majorly alter the color of the base entry, like substantial. And this was a reasonably significant modification that would alter the coloration of the model.
Now, if it had
And
been green, LJ would not have had a problem with it. Would have let that
yeah.
slide.
The problem is that the coloration it changed several pieces to gold
Mm.
to match the mask that they made gold. And it's like, listen, I don't necessarily care about that personally, but we also said, yeah, don't do this. And see, I feel bad. I feel bad because it is unfair to the entrant. It's unfair to the person that had the entry. They ran at it. We really ran out of time. And if it was done appropriately, if it was done properly, the way that we have been doing it and the way that I intend it to continue being done, they would have been given a heads up. It would have been properly vetted, and their entry would have been allowed because it would have been fixed. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and it chalks up to a simple mistake. It's unfortunate, and it really sucks. But it also is the way it goes, and they had 3 weeks to know, hey, this is the way it is. You probably shouldn't do that. And they saw us go to other entries saying, hey, fix it. And so it's not a personal or targeted thing. It's just an unfortunate lack of communication and lack of proper carrying out of the tasks. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen again. We're going to try to make sure it doesn't happen again. It's just unfortunate that happened. So, but people aren't seeing it that way because obviously we're not talking about it too much and we're trying to let things just kind of be over and done with for now. But
Now we've just
that's kind of what it is.
aired it out live on air so they can start talking about it.
I'm trying to give you guys an exclusive scoop, okay? I'm trying to help
You heard it here first, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna tweet. LJ is giving us an exclusive scoop that his interior organization is terrible. No.
The organization is fine when I'm there.
I don't know how.
Actually,
That's
I'm
like
involved,
that's
it
like
works out.
Dutch leaving the camp, and then immediately everything just descends into
I don't
chaos. essentially.
understand this reference. Why would a
Nah.
country, a whole people, leave a camp?
Dutch?
Dutch,
Oh,
you know, Dutch Vanderland, man with the
come
plan.
on. Move on. Make it stop.
All right, so we've got quite a bit of news to discuss today. Since we've been gone for a while, we just had some of our people here pick out what they'd most like to discuss. So we're going to start off with some recently revealed Minecraft sets. And I believe, Leo, was it you that requested this topic?
Was it?
It was actually me.
Okay,
just
Ford,
put it
I
up.
keep getting that confused.
Ford.
All right, so Ford, I'll let you take it from here.
So it started off with just this. They posted with 2 sets, and then there was a third later on that they put in. Though I hear that it may have been earlier. I'm not too certain. The standout for me here, of course, is the bees set.
Hmm.
I'm just waiting for Ryan to come at me with the Nicolas Cage stuff.
No, I'm not. I'm done with references, man. I just want my Minecraft and honey. That's all I
I
want.
know you want to.
Oh no, a Dutch toy store. That's the first line of the description of this article.
Touch.
Oh,
I like the minifigure, man. That's cool. Wow.
Yeah. I also like that it comes with the elytra. That's
oh,
Yeah. That's
that's
the
not a new
Electra.
piece for the Electra, is it?
It is. I
It
think.
is.
it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. This set is
Like
actually
the-
really fantastic.
Yeah.
See, anyone familiar with me knows I'm a fan of Minecraft and I'm a fan of Lego Minecraft. And this set is awesome. Bees are a new mob. You've got the 2 variants, angry bees and tranquil bees. You got the hive. You got honey. You got a new character skin, which is always really appreciated. It's got a function. It's got flowers. It's just a nice, small terrain build, and I like that.
It's probably one of the more interesting looking Minecraft sets that or complete looking Minecraft sets that I've seen in the past while. Because like you and me were talking about them a really long time ago, LG, but your main critique was that they always seemed kind of like weirdly, all the sets seem like weirdly separated from another within the sets. Like they weren't like compact enough. There wasn't like a lot happening in them. This looks kind of more compact and
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I see. I actually really love Lego Minecraft sets because they do something that a lot of other themes really don't, and that's give you actual scenes. So, like, let's say you get a Ninjago set, and doesn't matter which, you just get a Ninjago set. I'll say Thunder Raider for now, since that's the one behind me.
Which
Thunder
Thunder
Raider is
Raider?
it's a really excellent set, but it is just two vehicles, maybe a like a launcher or weapon, and a small piece of terrain, and some characters. Like the rest of the scene, you have to fill in, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, but substantively, it's very separated.
Wait, when you
Minecraft-
say a scene, do you mean like the scenario the characters are in, or do you mean like the actual like physical scene itself?
It's like a 3D environment. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
an actual scene
Yeah.
out of something. So Minecraft sets are really fantastic because they have a lot of base plate coverage. There's a lot of actual ground that you have characters on. Like if you look at this, it is a 3D space entirely. There's verticality, there's a horizontal plane. It's just a very it's a 3D space inside of our 3D space, you know? Like, does that make any
Yeah.
sense? Like,
Well, like
there's so much more depth to it as a Lego set.
if this was Lego City, there would be like a couple different precincts: the B precinct, the like the village police precinct.
But no, I think I know what you mean. That's like one of the major issues I had with like Ninjago, the Spinjitzu Monastery, which is why I bought 3 of them and built a better set. Which, for anyone who hasn't been following that, I haven't posted an update in a while because again I've been really busy. But I have a tweet chain pinned at the top of my Twitter at BCCLQ, and I've been working on this mock for quite a while. It's probably the biggest undertaking I've taken with mocking. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. I've been trying to get a very show-accurate monastery going, so check that out.
Spared no expense.
That's awesome.
That's true. I put several $100s in this mock.
I didn't single out Ninjago for any particular reason. Again, it's an example.
Oh no, I point out because I have the issue with this set and that I don't like facades.
I think the monastery is fantastic. I've kind of sort of wanted to get the new Legacy Destiny's Bounty because I think it's a really good looking set.
Oh, I've got that right here.
Really, it's good from a show accuracy perspective. Personally,
It's much better than the 2012 one.
Oh,
I imagine. Yeah,
it's the only one it's not better than is the movie version. This one is way better.
Everyone keeps saying that, and I can't jive with the movie version. I'm sorry.
No, the movie version's like my favorite Lego set ever. So
But
I
did you
really
get
like that.
Ninjago City though.
No, but I like
Exactly.
boats.
He does like boats.
But
He
no,
does.
this I really do like this one. The deck is a little bit small, but it's incredibly show accurate. Besides, as long as you don't consider the interior. The interior is pretty on the show actually, but the outside looks like, just from a distance, it looks exactly like the show.
Yeah, no, that's what I like. But no, back to Minecraft. This B set is excellent. The other one that was revealed, the abandoned mine, is really lame because it
Yeah, I
feels
was
like
the comparison. This is
Now,
we
I
have
have
like
a question
5
about this one.
different of these mine cave / underground to the
Wasn't one of the first wave of the
It's almost
Minecraft
like the
sets
game has
based on
mine in the game.
this exact same thing?
In the name.
no, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, like
I
in the
want
first,
B crack. I just want like the B fall.
yeah, I was saying in the first line in 2014.
Was it
Wow.
2014?
I think it was.
uh,
They had
It
like a
was.
mine shaft.
well, here it is. It's called the cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just they're so similar.
This looks
Honestly,
identical.
yeah. Well, here's the thing: they're different builds for sure.
They have the same
but
mobs
they
though.
not evoke enough of a unique experience. Also, I used to have this set. This is the only Lego Minecraft set, and one of very few Lego sets that I have ever gotten rid of as soon as I could because I just really did not like
Wait a
it.
minute.
This is
There is
not good.
one defining feature of the new one. If you
Flowers.
get it,
Slime.
you can make a political slime
Yes.
minifigure.
You can do that with better sets. Also, the zombie cave. Look at this.
That's a much better set, isn't it, than this one?
Yeah, I do
Sure
have to
it
agree
is,
there.
but- But the issue is, it's basically the same thing.
Baby zombie though.
And the bats.
Well, yeah.
I
He
don't know,
has
I
a
just-
cookie.
I'm really tired of these kinds of sets. I think that it's gonna get a lot better now that we have that new cave update, and we're gonna get to see a lot more exciting cave-related sets.
Yeah,
so
and then there's
I'm looking
also
forward to this.
the trading post as well, which I didn't know had been officially revealed. You said it was revealed.
I think it was
Earlier.
revealed a while ago, actually.
Noticed this.
This is fine. I don't really have a lot of experience with trading posts in the game, so this doesn't leave a strong impression on me. But it looks fine.
Were the trading posts actually a place? Because I've only ever found like the wandering traders.
I have no idea.
Well,
Honestly.
obviously, it has to be a place of some kind if they made a setup.
Well, they could have made a set like something people would build in the game. They've done that.
That's true.
They have, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I've
mean, I
only
wouldn't-
ever seen.
How much do you think this this B set is gonna go for? Because I might actually get this one.
$30 probably.
Okay, that's not bad. I like how cheery it is too. I like the color yellow. We need more yellow in Lego. bricks.
Actually, it
Like,
already
like-
has a price. It's $20.
$20.
What?
No, that
Better.
lines up pretty well. What's the part count?
238. So that lines up.
That lines up perfectly. Yeah, no,
Deal.
that's a really good deal for this.
You know, the one problem I have though is that the I guess the honeycomb he's holding, it kind of just looks like pizza, like just cheese pizza or something.
Pizza time.
One of those like nice square pizzas with like the nice thick layer of cheese on top.
Oh yeah,
By the
Good
way,
New
stuff.
York style.
Am I the only
Yeah.
one who has an issue with the Minecraft fire piece with the base in white? I just don't think that
You're
looks
not.
good.
I don't like it. I don't like it either. It just, I don't know. It looks kind of ugly to me. It doesn't really look like Minecraft Fire. I think they had a much better concept with their brick built fire. Personally.
They're obviously trying to like emulate the kind of like white smoke at the bottom of it, but it doesn't really.
I do still like the function of it where you can like put a mob in the middle and it's like they're on fire. Like that's cool. Yes, but I get what they're going for. But I just wanted to highlight these 3 sets because like I'm not really into the Minecraft theme. Like I've played the game here and there, but I feel like in recent years, I think even starting with the most recent version of the Ender Dragon, I think the set that you got, Orion, when we were at Brick Fair the last time.
Oh
2019,
yeah.
I feel like since then, like since that wave, there's been a consistent like upscale in the quality of the sets, and I'm really starting to get impressed with it.
I genuinely, I can't really recommend Minecraft sets enough. I think there are 3 themes I recommend to most people where I can, because I have a lot of conversations with my coworkers about Lego. They know what I'm all about, and I've kind of possibly sort of gotten a few of them back into it, and I always try and recommend obviously Ninjago, which most of them aren't really interested in. Obviously, Ninjago's fantastic.
It's
I
for
really love that
kids.
I try and recommend Minecraft though a little sparingly because they're like Minecraft. You know how old I am, right? But again, I love the sets. I think they're some of the best sets Lego makes right now. And then of course, and I really love recommending Hidden Side. I spent an entire shift building a Hidden Side set with one of my coworkers, and at the end, him and another coworker spent like 45 minutes between them playing with the set and the app, and it was fantastic. It blew their minds away. They loved it.
I have
I'll do it. I'll buy one.
I
Fine.
have but one of the Hidden Side sets.
All but one.
You should definitely get some.
Yeah, I just need to get the supernatural race car. I have most of the stuff from the new wave. Gotta say, little disappointed by the fire truck, but it's still good.
I
Still
gotta
good.
say, yeah, I'm a little disappointed by you. No, I'm kidding. That's the one we built. We built the fire truck.
Really, it's a great set. Not gonna lie.
It's phenomenal. I love all the branching paths with the app that you can take too. There are just so many different things to do. Like at first, he was messing with it. He's looking around and he's like, oh, "Is that it?" And then he did it again. It's like, "Oh wait, no, I can keep going. There's more." And it really changed. It dynamically shifted, and it was really great.
I only wish that it didn't. I'm sorry. I only wish it didn't rely too much on the app, though. Like, I agree with. I think Envy made a video with a couple others about like watching the show and all that. I wish that it had come with more like enemies and more like a conflict in the box sort of thing, rather than just like that one set with like the little ghosts in there. The welcome to the hidden side set. That's
The dying tree?
yes, tree.
That's a pretty cool name for a Lego set, though.
It's a cool set. Though.
The dying tree sounds like a death
Well, it's
metal.
just-
You know, it's not the real
Well-
name of the set, right? It's just the name I gave it.
Oh
It's
no!
just like a
Okay,
tree
that's
that looks like
that
it's like
sucks then.
Yeah.
Ah.
I feel like we could have either gotten more sets like that or like more of those ghosts, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
But at least we have the perfect torso for LJ now.
You had the perfect torso. What are you talking about?
This one's the button-up one.
Let me see it.
There's a button-up corduroy.
I feel like they had it before then.
Did they?
In the CMF, right?
Maybe. It was my first time getting.
I want to see this.
Whenever people say CMF, I think of CBS or whatever, like the bad stuff that happens when you melt plastic and that you inhale. That's all I think.
You mean
about.
ABS?
ABS? That's what I think. What is
And when you
CBS?
think ABS, you immediately
news
think of
station.
it, the poison fumes that burn. It's not melting it. Melting it's fine. It's burning it. The smoke is
Yeah.
toxic.
Okay.
Don't talk to me
that.
about burning Lego.
Wait. You're kind of like. Ooh.
Just a moment. Let me get this up.
Me? I don't
I'm
wear.
gonna get Orion into hidden side.
That's awesome.
LJ, you
What?
should wear suspenders. I wore suspenders
I
and it
don't
felt
need
great.
to wear suspenders. I
Hot
don't wear
LJ, hot LJ. And he got
No.
suspenders now.
suspenders. No.
Someone reach out to somebody and like draw like some like kind of nice looking lumberjack fan art of like LJ. Give him some good muscles.
I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, I get it. Red plaid, and I have an axe.
Don't you own the same hat too? I could have sworn that you had like the same.
I do actually have that.
Yeah.
The hat is also red plaid.
Do you also have like a ghostly lower torso as well?
Funny you ask. I do.
Oh, LJ really needs to hit the tanning bed, guys.
Yeah, I do. I used to be really tan because I worked out in the field doing irrigation, but
Yeah, LJ used to work out there with the slaves, working away on with the irrigation in the fields and everything.
it was me. I was working by myself.
He was the only one.
Orion,
I don't like this.
the correct term is prisoner with job.
Oh, yeah. I know what that's like.
Oh, but we actually have to have an episode where we tell stories like that at some point now, because I think to our current audience, like the jokes we have like that are totally lost on them. Like no one knows about your history in slave labor, do they?
LJ's or mine?
Oh yeah, I was about to say whose.
Yeah,
Orion.
Well, we need to get LJ on for that episode. Then we can hear about his slave.
No,
labor
we've
days.
got like legitimate
Wait,
stories
wait,
of you
story
being
of you.
involved in illegal labor practices.
Well, yeah, but like it's probably not a good idea to talk about that.
But it's not
publicly,
you who's doing
man.
something illegal, it was your employer.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Look, whatever. It was Mississippi. No one cares about like labor
Yeah,
laws.
okay, that sounds like exactly what I'd expect in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So I messed up.
That's lining up pretty well.
All right, we're going to
Yeah.
move on to our next topic now. All right, so the Monster Book of Monsters. And
I don't
Ford,
care.
did you also bring this up, or is this you, Leo?
I
For it as well.
Okay, Ford, take it
I
away.
do not care enough about Harry
So
Potter.
this set is a possible gift with purchase. At least that's what they're looking at right now. It was leaked question mark in some kind of like a Chinese Legoland store catalog or something like that. It's a little weird, but it exists. It comes with it's basically just like a buildable of the monster book of monsters from Prisoner of Azkaban, it's based on the movie, and it comes with just a random Draco Malfoy fig.
And that's one we've got before, isn't it?
I don't know if it's the same one from Great Hall or if it's that same minifigure but with mid legs. The Great Hall version just came with the short leg.
All right, yeah, then I'm not sure because we can't see the legs here.
Now, of course, this is an issue for me because I'm really into this line as well. It's probably my favorite line that LEGO's putting out right now. And the fact that this is possibly a gift with purchase is really frustrating because that makes it so much harder to get all of the sets from Harry Potter when they make gift with purchases. Case in point, miniature Diagon Alley.
Since I've had money, they've never made a gift with purchase that I want. Like, all the Ninjago ones that came around at time of the movie. And
They haven't made any since, have they?
I don't think so. Not
Not
since,
any
maybe there's another battle pod promotion going around with Sons of Garmadon. But I
That was
don't
like-
think we have another gift of purchase since.
That was like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
At least, yeah. So that's disappointing because, like, I just bought a bunch and, like, my gift with purchase was a Lego gift wrap set. I
Now, I
bought a
wouldn't
lot of
mind if
Lego in
it's
the
just
last one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if this is just like a regular or like a exclusive type of thing, like they did with the Burrow. They made that a Target exclusive for I don't even know why, but I wouldn't mind if they made it an exclusive to a store. Just make sure it's available, unlike other toy companies that are having problems right now with exclusives.
See, I really don't care we're gonna set as like a store exclusive or anything because I basically exclusively buy from the Lego shop at home because all my orders come in like less than 2 days when I buy from there.
I'm so jealous. I want a Lego store near me so
No, there's
bad.
no Lego store near me, like at all. But when I buy off of shop at home, they come instantly. Like they ship that same day and I get them the next day or like very early the day after.
It's pretty good.
So like it's faster than Amazon for me. I don't know how.
Yowza.
Because I remember back in the day where Lego's online shipping was notoriously slow.
Oh yeah.
And like it was at least 2 weeks before you got your order.
Of course, now it's like so fast that the payment doesn't even process until after I get the package.
That's happened to
Think
me
about
too. That's kind of odd. Like I don't know
That's
why
a little
Lego's payments
scary.
take so long to process.
My favorite example is when I last year when I got the Cloud City set. It took him until like I got it on a Saturday. It took them until Monday to process the order. Like seriously.
Yeah.
And I ordered that on Friday. So I got it. I ordered it on Friday, got it on Saturday, and didn't pay for it until Monday. What is this?
But yeah, as for the set itself, we'll see if it's a gift with purchase. It's a set. Let's move on to the next item here. I think this is now one of the ones that you wanted, Leo.
The Nebulon frigate?
Yeah.
And I was still for it, I think.
Did I not select any of your news?
You get the Sesame Street one.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we go through the Sesame Street? Because like,
Okay,
there's
yeah,
not
let's
really
skip
much
the
to say on
Nebulon frigate.
Nebulon. It exists.
All right, Leo, you can talk about the Sesame Street set.
All
then.
right. So I imagine that you, like me, watched Sesame Street growing up.
Nope.
Nope.
I did.
A
Nope.
bit, but no.
I was wrong.
Elmo looks freaking creepy. Like,
We'll
Yeah,
get to
so-
that.
you never can convince me he's never been creepy.
Yeah.
So when-
also, I don't know why, but with that Elmo minifig, sorry to cut you off. But
No,
with
you're
that Elmo minifig, for some reason the light hits it in such a way that his lips look white, and that is very suspicious.
It's sugar.
Oh man, imagine if Elmo just had like a giant gleaming
Like,
row.
am
of
I the
lights
only
beneath.
one?
Cocaine addiction.
Yeah, like, am I the only one that sees that?
No, I
No.
see it too.
All right, Leo, go ahead, please.
Okay, so this is interesting because correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first Lego idea set to have completely new molds made for it, correct?
Yep, and it makes
Yes.
me so mad.
Isn't it also the
Why?
first 18 plus idea set?
Is it?
It's Sesame
Yeah.
Street.
Oh, it
right?
is
Yeah, no,
18
no,
plus.
look.
I
It's
think
18
you're
plus.
right.
What's Elmo
That is-
doing behind those closed doors?
I can't do an Elmo.
Why do you think his lips are white?
Exactly.
But yeah, the new molds
Why?
is a thing which leaves a lot of unanswered questions. LJ, you had something to say about the new molds.
Yeah, I don't like-
explain that a little bit for me because I have no idea why that would be a thing.
So the reason why it's a bit of a problem is because the Lego ideas, the whole premise behind it is that you're supposed to submit ideas for sets that Lego will make. And for the longest time, they've had a variety of guidelines, one of which being they do not make new molds for Lego ideas sets. Period. It just doesn't happen. And this set has broken the mold, no pun intended, please laugh.
Very
Oh,
smooth.
And it bothers me because I remember during the push for the 20th anniversary Bionicle set by Sakota, obviously he had to make sure there were no new molds. Well, now, I guess they just don't mind. I don't know. It's like they're forcing you not to use new molds, but they're gonna just make new molds anyway. So I don't know. It just feels kind of like a cop out, I guess.
Now
I do
the original.
feel-
Oh,
You go. You
Alright.
You do you.
the original model did not have the new molds, correct? It was like
Yeah.
pretty much regular minifigures, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They made this specifically
Yes.
for this set.
Correct.
I do feel though, like it is a bit of a double standard because, like, exactly for the points LJ listed, but then you also have to take into account it's very singular Sesame Street characters. Like, I don't think Lego would want to do a Sesame Street set and do it with like minifigures because, like, you could like. Big Bird, for instance, is like, how do you even make a minifigure like into Big Bird? Like, if Lego
You do a
really
big
wanted to
mold
do this
trick, but it
set,
probably
they
look
would have to
terrible.
do like totally like new molds anyway. So I bet they probably just this is like the one exception to the rule. I doubt they're going to do that again outside of.
I entirely expect it. I expect it again. And you know what's
You
gonna
do?
be next? I 100% expect the next one to be Winnie the Pooh.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
We were debating how they're gonna make those really creepy minifigures work in a set.
Wait,
Here's the thing. They
me
could
find
make an
some
actually
molds.
good-looking Tigger.
The thing is, the
Uh,
bear head already works fine for Pooh. They could still do
Yeah.
that fine. I'm not sure if they will or not, but yeah, the Tigger was really
You're-
creepy, and the Eeyore and the rabbit,
Rabbit
and the piglet, which looked like he was wearing the skin of another pig.
That one.
we were thinking that maybe for Pooh, LG, you remember what they did for what was it, Bombird, the Fat Hobbit, and the Hobbit sets?
Yes.
That kind of gave him like a tummy add-on or whatever. For
Kind of.
yeah, they could do that kind of like for Pooh.
Yeah.
I was thinking if they stuck to the minifigure sort of.
it worked for Bomber.
These Lego. Here, let me post this one. It looks like they're very dead inside. Here, hang on, come on, upload, man. Yeah, they're like FNAF pixel art, or whatever. They're coming to eat you, suck your soul out. Piglet's seen some stuff, man. Look at that.
Oh no. Oh gosh.
Look at that honey
See,
jar.
that's what Piglet looked like after Pooh's Grand Adventure.
Get that.
Here's the thing, that it's a very well built creation.
Oh wait, here's the
Like,
one. I found the one Liam was talking about where he's
Uncanny
wearing
valley
that.
of solid. It's very
Yeah, the
Where
one
he's
that actually
wearing-
went and was approved with Lego Ideas.
The one where he's like wearing the skin of another pig.
Yep.
It's an imposter piglet. Look at him. He killed another and took the skin for his own. He's not even a pig. He's probably just a guy in a pig skin.
And Tigger's doing like a mid-air split.
Oh, yeah. Isn't this the one that got through ideas?
Yeah, this is
Yep.
the one.
Yes, this is the
Okay.
one.
Yeah, no, this is the next one. This is the next one we're gonna see new molds for.
But even then, I don't think like they'd ever make custom molds for something that isn't like that for something that you don't. Oh my gosh, why am I so inarticulate this podcast? My brain cells are
It's all
dying
you're
every single day.
frazzled because you're face to face with greatness, and it's
Yeah.
strange.
Listen, LG, you'll have to introduce me to Meso at some point. Okay, you'll have to. You'll have to.
Okay, I think, listen, bro, I think I can make that happen.
Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, okay. My point is, unless it's for something incredibly specific, but also very marketable, like Sesame Street or Winnie the Pooh, they won't ever make custom molds for something that's like normal. Like if you wanted like a custom molded or custom whatever for a minifigure or something, I doubt they're going to do that. But then if you have like something like Pooh, where it's like, you know, fat and you can't really make it like a minifigure, but it's iconic but incredibly specific, then they'll mold it. Like I don't think you'll ever see that outside of very specific circumstances.
Well, Orion, also consider that most of the LEGO idea sets, if they're not something like the Ship in the Bottle or the LEGO Treehouse, they're generally highly specific, like targeted demographic sets for adult collectors. Now, like with that audience in mind.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Winnie the Pooh is going to be 18 plus. Speaking of that,
if Sesame Street is anything,
I don't
it
think so.
probably would be.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be 16 maybe.
you don't think
That's-
so? I'm thinking Lego's going to try to push ideas as an entirely part of their adult branding now.
Nope. I
Well, I mean,
definitely don't
I
think
see what Liam's or LQ is saying. Whoops.
You can
I
use
see.
my
What
name. It's been on the podcast all the time.
All right, I see what he's saying though. It seems like with the choices, at least, that Lego's going in the direction of appealing to the adult collectors that aren't necessarily into Lego's usual offerings. Case in point, Typewriter and Seinfeld. Just gonna rub some salt in that bionicle.
Some dirt in your eye.
The typewriter was a better set than the Monocle set.
I hope you can feel my anger. I hope that you can
It was
feel it.
though. I wanted
I hope
Bionicle
you
to
feel
win,
such
but
an
like
intense
that
pressure
was
from
that was
across
the
the
Bionicle set
country.
was just a mess. It was a huge mess. The typewriter at least was like.
Listen, it wasn't a mess. It was an.
It was a mess, bro. It was
Who uses a typewriter anymore? Okay,
My
You use a
sister.
typewriter? Who's gonna get a
adults.
Lego
That's who.
typewriter? It's like wanting a Lego printer. Oh, what am I gonna use a Lego?
I buy like there are
Not-
people who made Lego printers.
I'm not gonna
They
use
actually
a
print
Bionicle.
things.
You're gonna have a
for?
typewriter with no ink. It's not gonna have paper. You're not gonna be able to use it for anything. It's like having a Lego piano that doesn't actually play music.
And build a typewriter that types.
I have a Lego boat that doesn't float.
Exactly. That's the point.
I have Lego ships that don't fly.
I don't think the neither. I didn't like either of the sets, but I think the typewriter was the better of the two. I wanted Bionicle to win, just purely so we could get Bionicle stuff. But like purely from like as objective as I can get, I was like, you know, I can understand why the typewriter won. Like I get that.
I have a
don't-
Lego Mononui that doesn't die, so I can live.
See, here's my other problem. because
I was a god once.
There's a lot of flack and focus, but it isn't actually the more egregious choice. The worst choice was Seinfeld.
Yeah, I agree on that one. I thought that was a terrible set.
See, here's the thing. I'm not even thinking about the set. Who was asking for Lego Seinfeld?
A lot of
wait,
people.
El-
I mean, I know
don't
Mace
think you
like
understand
is.
how big- Do you know how big Seinfeld is, LJ? I think it was. I
know.
can't remember what was the acquisition for
know.
the Office series for
I
the new.
know.
It was like $300 million or something absolutely ridiculous for the rights to the Office.
Hmm.
So Seinfeld, I think Netflix pays out about $10 million a month to have it on Netflix.
It's also very big lately with people rewatching it.
I get all that. I know that it's a big theme, franchise, whatever. Lego Seinfeld.
It's gonna sell really well. I know at least Mace is gonna buy one of them as soon as it's up.
Orion, you're driving away
I
our
don't
subscribers.
understand why Lego's going for. I don't
I
understand
am.
for any of these sitcoms. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, that's definitely something I would buy if they made one for a sitcom I watched. which is why I really wanted The Office.
Did The Office not win?
No, it didn't win.
No.
It's because they sold the rights to.
very
Was it Mega Construct or someone else who has the right to The Office now?
Some other bootleg company.
But yeah, Lego rejected them once, so NBC sold off the rights to another company. But out of all of the sitcoms, though, The Office would make the most sense, as that's easily the biggest. And
Well, I guess that's where they draw the line, ladies and gentlemen.
also, The Office is a lot cleaner than like Big Bang Theory or Friends.
Yeah, again, I don't.
And it's a better show too.
I agree. It is a better
Yeah.
show.
It doesn't make any sense to me why they would go for these sitcoms like Big Bang Theory, like Friends.
Well, they must be
like-
selling well too if they keep doing it.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Friends has sold out numerous times. Like they can barely keep that set in stock. It's immensely popular. I don't know. From a Lego, the company perspective, I don't understand that, like, it matching their guidelines and their whole image.
Lego's guidelines are gone now. We're in a new era. Their
comics-
guidelines also, the 18+ line in general is against their original guidelines completely. Just the fact that they're saying something out there not for kids was something they used to say they'd never do.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily not for kids. It's just, hey, this is a very complex.
I know,
film.
but like the idea of them marketing something specifically to adults, they always said they would never do that. We had arguments.
not
The guys, people around Lego message boards will remember we had arguments with Lego employees about how Lego would eventually give in and, market stuff towards adults. They said, no, it's against our company policy. We will not do this, so stop talking about it.
Give it a few years.
And,
Who's laughing now?
while other things we broken, FPS, never having a game based off first-person shooter. Bionicle is kind of actually the first thing that started this trend.
Yeah.
The Danes hate Bionicle.
Bionicle, who does?
The old Danish guys that work for Lego, it's like in Brick by Brick, how they would, basically they were trying to kill Bionicle the entire time it was running because they thought it didn't coincide with their values.
It's not the system. Yeah, no, I know. And in all fairness, they were right. Bionicle was instrumental in changing the way Lego handles, looks at, and involves violence in their themes. Because Bionicle was really the first theme to have substantial combat. In fact,
Getting prepared for this Bionicle lecture from Eljay here. He's been prepping for this forever. He knows his stuff.
In the year 1999. Actually, it started in like 2001-ish. The first actual breakthrough for violence in Lego themes was
Templar
Liwa
Studios.
Onua. It was the Liwa versus Onua fight.
I love how little oversight Bionicle had in the beginning.
And that entire fight was majorly controversial because two characters, two
Are fighting.
protagonists, are actively harming each other with weapons. In fact, the whole reason
It was awesome.
And the music was metal.
dude, that is my favorite Bionicle fight scene, period. It is phenomenal. I love it.
I really
Just
like
like
Hyuki's snow fight or whatever. That's pretty cool.
White
It
sling.
was honestly really historic for the company, and it was super controversial internally because, I mean, they were fighting. They were fighting each other with weapons. Liwa had a giant axe. Onua had sharp claws, and that's the whole reason.
Well,
why-
and Lua was like mind poisoned and everything too.
yeah, but the reason that they're called Toa tools is because that was the pitch to allow that entire scene to go forward. Because, well, if they're not fighting with weapons and they're just using their tools, and only the tools are connecting, if you
Yes, my tool axe.
Which-
yes,
If you think about it, though, Lego's policy, always they're always trying to find ways to stretch it to fit around things. Like they already had knights and stuff at that point, which had very obvious weapons, and they're just like, okay, that's fine because of fantasy. Even though that was never in the original idea that it was okay if it was fantasy violence.
And
That's
then,
Well, that's
like
another thing.
cowboys
though.
with
They
the
never-
guns and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's another thing, though. They never really advertised the knights fighting each other much, like actually like clashing their swords or anything.
There's another distinction I would draw, which I think is a bit more relevant to the discussion of why they would allow sitcom sets to be made, which is overlooking the violence, which is in a lot of children's media, outside the toys that Lego would make back in the day. Like the sitcoms like Big Bang Theory, Friends, and soon to be Seinfeld, are marketed not at kids but at adults. I know there are kids who watch them growing up, of course, but they would never like be the same demographic of this is aimed for kids. We're going to make this for like the version of like a sitcom for kids. Well, no, Disney Channel had plenty of those, but this specific thing I'm saying is not designed for kids. Lego is building a toy for a demographic specifically not for kids. I don't know any kid itself who would buy the Friends set over like any Lord of the Rings set, Lego Lord of the Rings set back in the day. There's some shift, like the messages in Friends and Big Bang Theory. They're I guess different from general media like Bionicle or other things like Star Wars. Things designed specifically for kids with a purpose for the violence and other things. That is, I guess, lost in some of these things. So I don't know if any of this made sense, but like there's a tonal shift that I think is a bit.
I think we can go back and forth on how things fit in the guidelines, how they don't. But the real thing is Lego is a company that is evolving over the years. And personally, this more shift towards allowing more ideas and creativity and focusing on more demographics, I consider very much to be a good thing. I think Lego is...
Eljay... Oh, I was just gonna say, Eljay, you should do like an analytical video chronicling violence and how Lego portrays it, like where it kind of started, or if you believe it was with Bionicle, then kind of go from there and see how it's like you like call it like violence in Lego or whatever, and then you like go through like you chronicle like the timeline of how it's evolved from there.
I'm down. No, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just gotta get through some
I'd
other
love to
projects first.
But yeah, my point is, I see what people are saying, though. Also, this is probably controversial to say as a Lego fan, but I never agreed with their ideals to begin with for not having violence in toys, which has been, that was very much an ideal of the founder that was not shared, like, with parents overall, especially in America.
But what was funny though is that like I would own like I don't know, I didn't own a ton of Lego, but like early Lego, and I would fight with those characters anyway, man.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
go to
the thing, is
battle,
they
I'd
knew
melt them.
no matter what, the kids, stuff like that, going back to violence, you had to be an absolute moron to say that a young boy wasn't going to turn it into war and violence.
But there's a distinction, though, again, from war and violence in like the play sense versus themes which have fairly adult themes surrounding them occasionally. They can be funny, but you don't necessarily.
Yeah, that's another thing entirely.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
point,
what's kind of interesting though, those aren't anymore in Lego's guidelines because I don't think they ever even considered they'd reach that point.
Yeah.
They never talk about really adult themes in Lego, at least as far as I can recall in their philosophy.
They also, like, on terms of the violence, they pretty much threw out the book when it came to Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like,
Star Wars
let's
and Bionicle were like around the same time.
Yeah.
That was
I mean,
happening.
Star Wars
Here's the thing, like, would Star Wars be another thing to like include in that influence?
Oh yeah,
on-
certainly. That was a big
Yeah,
controversy too.
absolutely,
I mean,
because
literally, war is in the name, of course.
that,
you know,
that and that was a
Lucasfilm would
huge
not want you to know
problem.
that.
People that were involved with Lego, one of the original family members, was majorly against bringing on Star Wars into Lego because it was about war. It had war in the name. They had blasters. They had guns. They were fighting.
You could have just called it Star Tools. You know, it would have sold just as fine.
I guess I didn't mind so much when the royalty checks came in.
Well, I mean, it didn't make money for what, like 3 years, I think, at least.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I also
I thought it was one of the things that made
royalty checks.
No, it didn't. It like broke even. Bionicle made money.
Broke even.
It's like they had to pay off the license and everything. And
You see, what I'm I'm really interested in is Lego horror. You know, like the Mars mission adverts with the guy crawling away and then getting dragged into the dark by the alien.
Oh, you said
Uh,
horror.
Mwah!
There-
Masterpiece.
Like you had that ad. You had the Creeps from the Deep one. That was all.
Oh yeah,
around-
okay. So Bionicle did kind of do horror too. Yeah, okay.
They also do rap.
All right. I think
different kind of-
we
They
could have
did
an entire
corrupted
podcast
the
just
youth
on
with
this
the rap.
subject alone. I think before we end here, we want to finish talking about the Sesame Street.
That's right. We were talking about.
Oh,
Sesame.
yeah. So, like, enough about the minifigures.
I told you
about the
Elmo was
actual
violent. How else did we get on this?
I mostly brought it up because of the precedents it was setting.
But yeah,
so thought it would be interesting
I
to
really
talk
want an
about.
explanation for Lego about what the guidelines are for new pieces now.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because like they're never gonna keep a set like an ideas project 1-to-1.
Mm-hmm.
So just allow us to include new molds. Make our pitch the way you would like.
Now,
to,
I can
to make sets.
I will say I can see them still having that rule just because then you don't get a bunch of these projects that just get upvoted because of the molds. So people always have that in mind, like vote for it for the actual build itself and not for the molds, because they're only going to make the molds if it's going, really worth it for the set. They're not going to just do it superfluously.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. That's
Yeah.
So I can kind of see where Lego is stuck here, because I'm sure they made the new because the new molds rule wasn't originally in there either. That was something they added over time. I
Was it because
forget.
of Zelda.
The Denmark.
Yeah, I think
guys.
Zelda was one of the things
Oh, yeah.
that set that precedent with Lego ideas. So, yeah, and then like I think because they had like basically that Zelda ideas was just a list of Zelda items and a Link minifigure. It didn't really have much of a build, and that's how it got there, is just with those molds. So I can see where Lego's kind of struggling here, because like for something like Sesame Street, you really want those molded heads in there, or it wasn't going to look right. And also, who owns the right to Sesame Street these days anyways?
PBS.
Is PBS,
Yeah.
and PBS airs the show, so they own the rights.
It's
Who's
HBO.
HBO, right?
HBO.
Oh yeah, it's not even
Yeah.
on PBS anymore. It's on HBO
Really?
now.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
on HBO Max. Yeah.
That's depressing.
Oh, I'm
I
all
can't
for
wait
it
for them
being...
to take the
Now I
Game
can't even
of
watch it for
Thrones
free.
approach
With my
to,
tax
to
dollars.
Sesame Street.
I actually have to pay a subscription and pay taxes. This is a bad deal.
Why do either of those?
Just pirate it and pirate any government services you need.
And don't pay your taxes.
That's what Yoshi does.
Yeah. Yoshi
getting
pirates
away with it for
HBO
20
Max
years.
exclusives.
All right, one thing I wanted to point out as well, back for the Winnie the Pooh set, Sombrero Man posted in chat, the Winnie the Pooh set won't be available in China, though, and Lego just has done all this stuff with the Chinese government. For one, Lego, that's an awful idea getting involved with China, and I've discussed this before.
China.
Like, anytime
Sure.
we see a company get involved with China, just bad things come out of it. Another, I find it absolutely hilarious that the Winnie the Pooh set can't release in China.
However, the Monkey Kid sets are actually pretty good, but also, yeah, I don't like the getting it from
but-
China. Really.
Yeah.
I just find that hilarious, though, that there's an entire country that's just banned Winnie the Pooh because of a meme. Like, what a... I was about to say something that I wouldn't
What a
normally
joke.
say, that the president has said before, but...
It's a meme.
Anyway, yeah, I just find that absolutely hilarious. There's a lot of cool pieces in the set as well. I specifically like the... What's his name? Mysterio helmet thing in that clouded color.
Grunge.
Oh yeah, people are saying they really like what they did with Oscar the Grouch too, though, but I honestly find it incredibly off-putting.
No, I think it's very clever. I think that was a smart move.
I think it gets the effect down though. It gets his thing out, going on.
Maybe
I-
they would have
Kinda
printed
looks
more
like
fur.
its head's about to explode.
It's too
It looks like
smooth
he's
is
gonna
my problem. If they
explode.
would have done some more fur printing on the sides, I think I would, get it more.
I mean, he is the Grouch, so yeah, his head is. about to
Speaking of,
explode.
Elmo and Cookie Monster both could have used more printing as well.
Mm.
Another new...
It does look a little unfinished almost. Some of the yeah, they look kind of blank.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
I think
are.
Bert
That's
fixed it
why.
up very well.
But
And I will say, like the head, at least on Cookie Monster, the head looks a little bootleggy. Not gonna lie.
I don't know. I think Cookie Monster looks better than Elmo. If you saw Just Too Good went over these minifigures too,
Well,
Elmo's
anyway.
mouth has issues.
Especially with the white. Ugh.
But well,
yeah. He looks like a watermelon, Oscar.
But
I do think they did very well with the Big Bird.
yeah, Big Bird's fine.
Yeah. So wait, are Bert and Ernie the first gay couple in any Lego set?
What?
LQ. What's happening?
Do you want me to make this better or worse for you? I'm okay with either.
I would get laughter from
We,
that one.
we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Well, if we refer to Frank Oz, no.
No, never mind. Wait, I forgot we had a Lego SpongeBob. Okay, never mind.
Okay, we're moving on.
End it now.
Yeah, it looks like we are about at the end of our time here. Actually, how long does it say we've been streaming for? An hour and a half? That couldn't be right because we
No,
went
that's
live at 8:30.
56 minutes and 27.
I see that.
29.
No, we're about to hit an hour.
All right, so this was our first live podcast. Tune in every Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern Time. We're hoping to keep this consistent. We've actually got some other guests lined up, and also we hope to see LJ again on here soon. Thank you again for coming, LJ. It was great having your insight on this episode, and I think we got some interesting topics I'm glad you were here for.
Yeah, no, this was a blast. Thank you so much for inviting me on. This was a lot of fun. I really want to change my avatar back now, though.
You act like this wasn't your idea to begin with.
I mean, yeah, like I wanted to do it to be
Full
like,
operation was your idea.
you know, I'll fit in with all my BCC friends, and you know, we'll have like ourselves as caricatures. But I don't change my avatar ever at all. So yeah.
I'm screenshotting it for the rare
Oh.
occasion.
Oh!
There we go. Oh, this feels it's like putting on a comfy shirt that you've had for years. Like it's fraying
Like
at the
putting on
end.
a familiar pigskin.
No. No.
It's like putting on a nice pair of suspenders.
So
Oh my gosh.
I know this this
I
live
have
stream.
nothing against suspenders, and I think that some people can rock them. I am not one of those people.
You saw me in
I think
suspenders.
LJ could rock some suspenders.
I don't need suspenders.
Have you ever tried them? Have you ever
No,
even tried
because I don't need them.
I can imagine
well, I know
LJ when
what
he
I'm
hits
getting LJ for
35
Christmas.
using suspenders.
Everyone needs suspenders.
I'm getting LJ a Minecraft set and a pair of leather suspenders.
I've actually thought about getting suspenders.
And that's it. I'm fine.
All
Thank you,
right.
though.
And as I
See,
said,
okay, look,
this is the
suspenders.
first time doing this format for a live show, so things are probably a bit buggier than they will be in the future. And we also don't have an outro prepared, and I just realized 'cause I usually add that in post.
Here, I'll do it in kazoo. Ugh.
No.
No,
No.
We could
No,
beatbox it.
no.
No.
no,
No.
Oh, you sure?
I'm sure.
Put it down.
So thank you everyone for listening, and for Ford, Leo, Malaris, Orion, myself LQ, and our special guest LJ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.